Hi guys, so I want to start off this video by stating that this video is not in any way to bash, to compare Nigeria or Ghana. It has nothing to do with that. This video is coming from a standpoint of me trying to give information for Ghanaians that are abroad or international people that are abroad looking to go to Ghana, Nigerians that are looking to travel to Ghana. What are the arrival and departure protocols? What is the information that you need to know about traveling to this West African country? I also know I have many Ghanaian followers out there, so I felt it was fair for me to do this kind of video just to sort of inform them, because Kotoka International Airport is opening tomorrow. It's resuming its operations tomorrow, the 1st of September. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian travel and lifestyle content creator. I'm also the founder of Travel to Nigeria. Travel to Nigeria is the #1 trusted platform for travel to Nigeria. Expect so much from the platform. Right now though, on the platform, what we're doing is actually sharing information with regards to travel for Nigerians, both in the diaspora and within Nigeria. If you are in one of those groups or you think you might benefit from information shared with those groups, definitely follow us at Travel to Nigeria on Instagram and make sure you turn on your notifications. Another quick introduction, if you don't know me already, I'm a travel and lifestyle content creator. I'm very sort of known online for creating flight reviews, travel vlogs, anything to really help the average African traveler travel better or smarter. If that interests you also, please do hit that subscribe button and become a part of this community. A few hours ago, Ghana Airport basically tweeted and said, traveling to or from Ghana, these are the new protocols. So essentially, the protocols I'm going to be sharing with you right now are the ones that are actually the ones that are relevant for travelers going to Ghana from the 1st of September tomorrow. Hopefully I'm putting this out, maybe it'll be tomorrow when I put it out, but you know it's valid from the 1st of September. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to share with you, first of all, what the departing protocols is. So what those that are living in Ghana, looking to leave Ghana, what they have to do successfully to leave without a hitch. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys what the arrival protocol is, which I'm sure a lot of people are interested in, given, you know, December is coming. Like, people need to know, like, if we're going to turn up, do we have to do COVID tests? Do we not? What happens? All these kind of things, right? A lot of the information I'm sharing is basically what's been given in this guideline that I'm actually reading right now. I'm going to be sharing what they are, and I'm also going to be sharing with you what I think of them, whether I think it's fair, whether I think it makes sense or not, similarly to what I did for the Nigerian protocol. So let's start with departing passengers first. Departing passengers, the first thing they said basically is that departing passengers will be required to adhere to COVID testing requirements for their destination countries. So what this basically means is that they are not going to require you to do a COVID test, right, when you're leaving the country. It's basically, if it's a requirement of, for example, the UK, which it isn't, to say any passengers are coming into the UK has to do a COVID test, then you have to do one. So whether or not you need a COVID test depends on the country that you are going to. Yeah. Second, they mentioned that departing passengers have to wear a face mask and, you know, follow all social distancing and hygiene protocols, which is pretty much standard now, pretty much everywhere. Departing passengers will undergo temperature screening at the entrance of Terminal 3 departures. So definitely will get one of those people to basically like do your temperature to make sure that you don't have a high temperature. This, similarly to what they do in the UK right now, is that only passengers and persons with business in the terminal will be allowed entry. So basically what they mean here is that you can't carry all your whole family and say, you know, let's go to the airport as we all used to do before. Basically now you can only go by yourself. You're the only person with a ticket. Only you can actually enter the terminal. Next, they said that a lot of online check-in and the use of self-service kiosks is strongly encouraged to reduce physical contact. So they're basically saying that they want you guys to actually make use of all those self-service kiosks, Ghana, you know, at the airport to just minimize contact I get with the agents at the check-in desk. So definitely make use of those. So they also then advise you that passengers are advised to arrive at the airport at least 4 hours before your flight. I guess this is to ensure that, you know, all the processes, the testing, the temperature checks, everything doesn't sort of delay your flight and you have enough time to go through the airport process. Traveling with pets will not be allowed. This is interesting for me because I guess that's, as in, if you're a pet owner, you might wonder how you can get around that, but I guess you can travel with pets right now through Kotoka International Airport. Finally, they said that the passengers are advised to regularly use hand sanitizing stations provided in the terminal. I love this. So they're making it clear that we're going to have sanitization stands everywhere in the airport, and you should definitely make use of that. I feel like these departing protocols from Ghana make sense. Like, it's very, as in, there's nothing out of the ordinary, just a lot of like basic knowledge of how you behave given this COVID-19 pandemic. So I think it's pretty simple if you're trying to leave the country with regard to the protocols. Now let's get into the arriving passengers, which I believe is probably going to have a lot more, you know, juice, energy to it. Okay. First of all, they mention all international arrivals, including those from the ECOWAS region, will be required to meet the following health requirements prior to admission into Ghana by the Ghana Immigration Service. So this is basically stating that any international travelers, we don't care if you're coming from Nigeria, Senegal, like any part of ECOWAS, you're still an international traveler, and the guidelines that I'm going to share applies to you also. So that's good to know, because sometimes you might think, oh, I'm coming from Nigeria now, there should be a different rule, we're next to each other. No, they're saying it doesn't matter, everybody is the same. Number one, they said passengers must not have symptoms of COVID-19, including a body temperature greater than 38 degrees centigrade. Right, so basically if you actually test on arrival more than 38 degrees centigrade, they'll probably have to isolate you. Second of all, they said passengers must possess a COVID-19 negative PCR test result from an accredited laboratory in the country of origin, right? So I think I'm going to dive in a little into this because they go into quite detail here. First of all, they said that the test should not have been done more than 72 hours before the scheduled departure from the country of origin. This is quite interesting. I'm not comparing Ghana or Nigeria, but I know Nigeria has similar, whereby they ask that you should not, well, in terms of the provisional protocols that Nigeria has set out, they said that it's 7 days before, but preferably 72 hours before. Ghana, I say 7 days, it is 72 hours before. That is the strict rule. So this is a super tight rule, and yeah, it's very tight compared to obviously Nigeria. Don't compare it, but just to say it's a very, very tight rule. To make it clear, they said for passengers who transit through other countries before arriving to Ghana, the first country of departure will be a reference point. So what they're saying, for example, is if you flew from the US, you went to Paris, you went to so you went from the US through Paris, through Ethiopia, and then to Ghana, the 72 hours will be counted from the day you actually left America. So not from the other countries you're transiting to. So basically you have, you know, 72-hour window from when you do the test to when you actually arrive in Accra, Ghana. They also mentioned that for passengers who depart Ghana and return within a week, the passengers will not be required to present a COVID-19 result from the country of departure. They will, however, undergo a mandatory COVID-19 test upon arrival in Ghana, right? So what they're saying is, for example, if I was in Accra and I went to the UK, right, but I spent less than a week in the UK and I came back, I actually I will not be required to get a COVID-19 test from the UK, but I will have to do one on arrival in Ghana. They mentioned that airline crew are exempted from the pre-departure and arrival testing and should follow their airline policy. So basically, airline crew don't have to do any COVID-19 tests pre or in Ghana. Airlines who board passengers without a PCR test result or a positive PCR test result will be sanctioned. Similarly to what Nigeria stated in the provisional protocol for arriving passengers, where they were going to fine airlines $3,500 per passenger, Ghana is basically saying the same thing, even though they do not highlight what this amount is in this particular document. Next, a lot of people have asked me this with regard to Nigeria, and I'm hoping that the information for Nigeria also comes out specifically to this topic, that children under 5 years of age will not be required to undergo testing at the airport. Yeah, so they won't have to do testing at the airport. Finally, with regard to the COVID-19 tests, persons who arrive under emergency circumstances, such as diverted flights, will not be required to undergo testing if they do not leave the airport or remain in transit such that they do not leave the hotel. Also basically saying that in circumstances whereby your plan was not to go to Ghana but your flight was rerouted through Ghana, you will not be required to stay to do a COVID test if you're staying in the airport or if you're being restricted or isolated in a hotel. So you will not need to do a COVID test in Ghana. So the remaining other guidelines, first of all, they say passengers must wear a face mask, and they talk about how in terms of where it must extend to the coverage. They also say that passengers will be subjected to a mandatory COVID test at the airport at a cost of $150 to be borne by the passenger. So any arriving passenger at the airport has to do a COVID test on arrival on the day of the airport, and that's going to cost each passenger $150. So that's good to know. Slightly different from what Nigeria advised. Maybe I'll do a video maybe comparing both later if you guys want, but that's not my aim. But just interesting to know what Ghana, the government of Ghana is doing. Next, all persons testing positive will receive further clinical assessment and treatment. So they're basically saying that if they test you at the airport and they find out that you are positive, they'll probably isolate you, I assume, by what I'm reading here. If I'm wrong, but I think further clinical assessment and treatment definitely means they're definitely containing you somewhat. And finally, the final protocol or guideline here is that all persons tested negative will be advised to continue to observe COVID-19 safety precautions following arrival in Ghana. So if you're tested negative, you can swiftly basically successfully enter Ghana. So interestingly enough, a friend of mine in Ghana shared this document with me with regard to the flow of passengers through the airport. I'll put that up for you guys, but it seems very simple. Passenger arrives at the airport, they immediately do a testing first, then the port health inspection. They check for COVID-19 if you have COVID-19. If you're negative, you go to immigration control and passport control, baggage claim, and you leave the airport. If you're positive, you go into isolation. The port health assisted immigration and passport control follows you to baggage claim, and you go and do a clinical assignment, and you're in isolation basically. What I don't know here is whether the result comes out right away. It seems the result will come out right away because they're literally testing you right away and you're going to baggage control. So they must have some sort of speed test that they're doing at the airport to really find out what your results are. Yes guys, that is pretty much everything with regard to the protocols and the guidelines for departing and arriving at Kotoka International Airport, Ghana. I really hope this video has been super useful, super enlightening for you, and it's been super clear. Like, clarity is important. Thank you so much again for watching this video. Thank you for your support on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Check out Travel to Nigeria on Instagram. You might enjoy it. You might enjoy a lot of the content on there. Again, my Ghanaian brothers and sisters, my Nigerian brothers and sisters, I appreciate you all, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.